Welcome to another episode of the Tobago House of Assembly's Post-Executive Council Media Briefing. This week, the Secretary of Community Development, Enterprise Development and Labour, Marslyn Melville-Jack, addresses the media.
Today, January 23rd, marks exactly 2 years since the people of Tobago selected this administration under the astute leadership of Chief Secretary Honorable Kelvin Charles to manage the affairs of the Tobago House of Assembly. It is also just under 2 years that the Chief Secretary selected me as Secretary of the rebranded Division of Community Development, Enterprise Development and Labour, a division that has lived up to its mission of transforming the quality of our lives of our people by mobilizing and empowering communities and promoting economic diversification. The Community Development Department has been outstanding over these years in attracting a large number of participants to its Vocational Skills Program. This program has attracted the interest of adult, male and female alike because of the wide variety of skills training offered and the professional competence level of the graduates. In 2019, we propose to offer 15-day classes at 10 community facilities in 11 skilled areas, and 64 evening classes at 29 community facilities in 29 skilled areas. Day classes will run from 9 to 12 noon and on occasions from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Evening classes are held from 5 to 8 p.m. I'm making a special appeal to those persons interested in registering that day classes are for unemployed persons. Working persons should not leave their places of employment during the workday to attend the classes. These classes will begin on Monday, February 4th, and registration begins on Monday, January 28th, and will run to Friday, February 1st. Registration will take place at the Division's Conference Hall at Head Office, number 10, Montessori Drive, Glen Road. Ladies and gentlemen, we have tried something a little different this year with the introduction of a registration fee of $100 per program. And this will be charged for all employed persons. Numbered receipts will also be issued. However, the registration fee will be waived for persons who are retired or unemployed. And this funding that we receive will go a long way in assisting in the procedures that are to be done during the running of this course, in paying tutors, maybe in purchasing material, as the case may be. We also plan to redesign the registration form to include a place of employment. This year, you will see a few new courses in masonry and tile laying. This course will be held primarily at the Bethel Community Center. Seasonal cooking will be done at Lowlands. Small appliances repair at Patience Hill, and hair weaving and braiding at Canaan Bonaccord. Our secondary community facility is that of the Y Zone. And since being re-established in January 2018, Y Zones have once again become a safe place where children and young people could retreat at the end of the school day to participate in programs, complete assignments, or engage in social activities. Last year, 83 students graduated from 4 courses that will run during the July-August vacation at these Y Zones. The courses were done in cosmetology, mixology, DJ techniques, and garment construction, primarily school uniforms. This year, 5 courses will be held at 6 Y zones from the month of February to June 2019. And these courses will be held in basic small appliance repairs, introduction to sleepwear and lingerie construction, music, that is the playing of the recorder, the drum and the keyboard, soft furnishings, throw pillows to be exact, and introduction to floral arrangements. We also hope to run a pilot project in the community of Plymouth, where we have classes on Saturday and Sundays to see if our enrollment figures will improve. But ladies and gentlemen, in spite of the many projects and programs that are offered by this division, we still seem to be failing at meeting the needs of the majority of unemployed young boys and men in the community who continue to spend a large part of their working hours on the block. Waking hours, that is. As a result, the division will embark on a series of outreaches in 22 communities, and we have titled this outreach, Youth Talk Back, Let Your Voices Be Heard. So 13 of these outreaches will be held at indoor facilities and 9 will be held at outdoor locations. This project will run from the 4th of February to the 4th of April and will be spearheaded by the Assistant Secretary, Mr. Shomari Hector, and a team of young persons from within the division and the community at large. There are 3 main objectives for this program. The first is to tailor projects and programs offered by the division to the identified interest of youth. It's also to encourage an intellectual and cultural paradigm shift among the youth. The third objective is to raise the level of awareness among young people about the myriad of opportunities that are offered by the THA and some private organizations. So the first of these outreaches will be held at Signal Hill from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. on the 4th of February. Our business development unit over the last 2 years has granted over $2 million in grants and loans as seed capital to promising business persons. And they have successfully trained new and existing entrepreneurs in the rudiments of business practices. They have also journeyed throughout communities, visiting the business places of clients to offer training and advice in making their enterprise more profitable. Last November, they hosted the first Tobago Business Expo, which provided an arena for Tobago-based businessmen to showcase their products and services. And it also provided a platform for networking and building business relationships. In May of this year, the BDU intends to take this show on the road. So in conjunction with the Division of Tourism, Culture and Transportation, from the 23rd to the 25th of May, Tobago exhibitors will have the opportunity to participate in an exposition of goods, culture and services at City Mall in Trinidad. And we will call this exhibition Totally Tobago. The BDU also intends to launch a series of success stories entitled Entrepreneurs on the Rise. And this will first be launched at our in-house studio on the WhatsApp program, as well as on social media, to celebrate the journeys of a few Tobago entrepreneurs, their rise to success despite the many stumbles and challenges that they faced, and the lessons learned. Another enterprising department under this division is that of CEPEP. So in addition to their usual task of community enhancement and the maintenance of public spaces, CEPEP teams will now be engaged in income-generating activities. So they have identified a few activities that will be pursued in this year. First, continued sale of compost and grow boxes at their Signal Hill nurseries and within communities. They will also continue the sale of seedlings from this location at Signal Hill. There's also going to be an attempt to adopt a primary school, and this is a gardening initiative where CEPEP teams in communities will adopt a primary school and assist them in ensuring that their agricultural projects are successful. They also plan, after some refurbishment, to reopen the Lecato Bakery for the sale of dirt oven bread and pastries, as well as cassava-based products. The Department of OSH, another division under a department under our division, and I'm here to say that outside of their regular training programs and supervision of safety procedures throughout the divisions of the THA, OSH officers will be engaged in a community caravan in conjunction with officers from the Trinidad and Tobago Fire Services. They will be educating the public on fire safety. They will also promote health and safety awareness among our children by hosting a poster competition among our primary schools. The Department of Labor has been showcasing its mobile labor unit throughout communities over the past year, and they will continue to visit communities on a monthly basis, spending 4 days at each location within the hours of 11 to 2 p.m. What they do is that they provide relevant information on employment opportunities within the private sector and the THA. They also provide career guidance and labor-related advice. So right at this time, even as we speak, the brightly colored minibus is in the community of Speyside, and they will relocate to Plymouth from the 12th of February. Their schedules will be available on our Facebook page, as well as within communities over the course of the year. Over the last 2 years, we have also successfully upgraded and recommissioned 4 community centers. We have commissioned the Argyle Microenterprise Center, and we have started the construction of the Bell Garden Multipurpose Community Facility. So today, I am pleased to announce the completion of the long-awaited, highly anticipated construction of the Bell Garden facility. So this spanking new state-of-the-art facility will be formally commissioned next week on Tuesday, 29th of January from 5 p.m. We are elated to deliver to the residents of Bell Garden in just over 1 year, a project that was conceptualized since 2012. In the first 6 months of 2019, you will see upgrades that will be carried out simultaneously at Pembroke, Blackrock, and Golden Lane community centers. The request for tenders will go out by the middle of February, and construction work should be completed within 3 months thereafter. Charlotteville Community Center has been a bugbear for the division and an eyesore for the community for the past several years. Since its refurbishment has been linked to the completion of the Charlotteville Microenterprise Center, which at this time is just about 90% complete. At the Division of Community Development, Enterprise Development and Labor, we have decided, however, to begin phase 1 of the community center within the 3rd quarter of this fiscal year. We plan to connect the sewer system, repair the bathrooms, kitchen, and the meeting hall for temporary occupation and to bring some measure of relief to the community of Charlotteville. Now, 2 years ago, this administration promised the people of Tobago enhanced delivery through strengthened partnership. And today, I am proud to report that one of our division's partnership arrangements has resulted in delivery to the people of Tobago beyond our expectations. The partnership agreement among the Division of Community Development, Enterprise Development and Labor, the Village Council of Argyll, and the Trinidad and Tobago Fire Services to use the community center at Argyll as a training center for a batch of recruits has provided employment opportunities and discipline training for 60 young Tobagonians out of a total cohort of 166. And this training was done over the past 4 months. On Monday, 21st January, I was privileged to attend their graduation ceremony at the Cascadia Hotel in Trinidad and to witness the pride and joy on the faces of our young people. Another crowning moment for me was the selection of a Tobagonian trainee, Ms. Kiefer Devines, who demonstrated outstanding performance in all aspects of training as the class valedictorian. And I look forward to attending their passing out parade this Friday, 25th January, at the Brian Lara Stadium in Tarouba. So, ladies and gentlemen, not only did our young people benefit from this partnership, but at the end of training, the people of Argyll will receive an upgraded center with improved facilities for their community. So I invite all other government and non-governmental organizations to partner with us as we create improved opportunities for our people, community by community.
A quick question about the selling of the combos, using CEPEP to earn money, basically. You said selling compost was one of the ways. You also, the reopening of the Lekoto bakery and that kind of thing. Tell us, is there a specific one system in terms of how, when you receive that money, where it goes to, how it's going to be retained, and does that money have a specific purpose, if we can reiterate that?
Yes, there is a specific place where the funds will go, and that is to the Division of Finance, actually in the 01 vote, and that is the vote that is normally used to supplement funding, shortfalls in funding. Now, we all know that the CEPEP program receives annually about $8 million from the central government. And it is no secret that the figures for salaries alone may amount to close to $20 million. So much of the supplemental funding will come from either the contingency account or, the THA fund. So it is hoped that as we pump money back into the fund, this can be used to offset some of that excess transfers that we normally make.
I don't know if you mentioned it before, but do you have an estimated income from this venture?
Well, we are hopeful. We are hopeful that that project could generate close to, I would want to say, $50,000 on a monthly basis, because we are not just looking at the sale of pastry and bread. The team at Lekoto have been involved in cassava production. So we want to take it to another level, in that we want to use them as well as some members of the community to be engaged in the production of other cassava-related products. And these, we hope, will form part of a business enterprise.
Thank you for staying with us for the Tobago House of Assembly's Post-Executive Council Media Briefing for the week ending January 26, 2019.